Hello, healers and health seekers. It's me, Choda, healing from multiple chronic illnesses on the medical medium protocols for close to 22 months now. Definitely at least 21. We're going to do another What's Up Wednesday where I give you an update on me. And I missed last week's What's Up Wednesday as well as any other videos that I could have posted last week. And I apologize for that. I don't like to miss weeks of videos. I like to post consistently, but sometimes my body and my life have other plans and I have to go with that. When I'm feeling bad, I just can't do it. When I have stuff going on, I can't get myself to post a video or to make a video or to anything. So I'm going to tell you about my week and what happened since the last time I posted. So not including the giveaway video. You know, the last posted video I did that was kind of long and vulnerable and emotional was the one where I talked about my healing and whether or not I feel like I'm cured, which I do. I talked about my first son, and obviously that video brought up a lot of emotions, and that started a sort of a cascade. Well, I don't know if that started or it just was the first thing in a series of happenings that just kind of tipped me over. So I had that to process, and then I was looking at some other things. Eventually I do want to become some sort of practitioner, whether it's a health coach or I don't know, an emotion code practitioner or something like that. I want to be able to help people in a more official capacity than I can right now. And so I was looking into those things and I got very confronted by some of the aspects of those choices. And I just kind of felt very overwhelmed. And then I sort of just wasn't able to continue looking at that after a couple days. I think part of that is I was already feeling overwhelmed emotionally by that emotional stuff that had come up, but also like I was really starting to detox. I mean, you know, I was doing a lot of things, right? I was doing the Costco has organic asparagus juicing. I was doing the raw 28-day cleanse, and raw really causes a good amount of detox. And I was also, well, I still am doing the 90-day thyroid rehab challenge. So it's really not a lot of extra stuff because the raw cleanse fits fine into the 90-day thyroid rehab challenge, and so does the asparagus juice. So it didn't feel to me like so much extra, but it is more than I was doing before, and so it was causing a great deal of detox and die-off, and my energy started to get low. And I was having fatigue, and in addition to the fatigue, a lot of brain fog. And when those things combine to happen, it's hard to function, you know, it's just hard to function. And so I was having trouble functioning, I was feeling overwhelmed. And here where I currently live, it was still winter, and it felt like it was never going to stop being winter, and I just had had enough. It was starting to irritate me. And then I sliced off the tip of my thumb. It's okay. It's fine. I didn't like slice off my whole thumb. See, and it's healing now. I took a little chunk, just a little chunk out of it. It's okay. It's fine. It just so happened that that chunk that I sliced off was all skin, which was amazing. And so it bled on my thumb, but there was nothing on the skin part that I took off that was flesh or anything. It's healing now, and it's fine. I'm fine. But when that happened, it was the same day that my juicer broke. It was like, what is happening right now? So my juicer broke, and it's just the cap, and it's under warranty, and they're sending a new part, and hopefully that'll be here soon. And of course I have a Vitamix, so it's not like I couldn't make juice, but I kind of couldn't make juice because of my thumb, because if I got it wet, it would burn like fire. And also if it hurt a lot when I pressed on it. So if I tried to squeeze a nut milk bag, I couldn't do it because if my thumb got wet, I was just too afraid to get it wet. So I wasn't juicing. So I stopped being able to make juice for a few days. And then my skin has just been beyond out of control. It's actually looking a lot better today than it has been, but it has been driving me crazy. And I've been like wanting to scratch it, and it's been itching here, and it's just been like a mess. And so, on top of the low energy, the fatigue, the brain fog, the overwhelm, like that was going on, I just felt like I couldn't. You know, when you just can't, I just couldn't. I couldn't anything. I couldn't. I just was, and then I was just getting so down, and it was a lot. It was just a lot. So I couldn't make videos. I could barely do anything. I was having trouble even like preparing food. Thank goodness I sliced the tip of my thumb off on the weekend, like right as the weekend was coming in. So it was the weekend, thank goodness. So my husband was home, so he took care of everything, you know. Instead of getting to have a weekend, he had to do his stuff and my stuff. I was really glad about that. Like, he took care of it, and that was really nice. And even yesterday, he did go to work yesterday, but he took a half day and he came home just because I was so down and I needed him. I just needed him to be here because my son was also having a really hard time. My son is so energetically sensitive that however I'm feeling inside, I don't have to show it. I don't have to anything it. He is an amplifier. So he will pick it up and amplify it, and it will cause him to have just a really crappy time. He will just not have a good day. And Sunday was really hard for him. And so I just asked my husband to come home Monday because he has, my husband and he can play together and they have fun, and it brings up the mood. So he's not just here with just my energy, like, gosh, it was so helpful. And I'm so grateful that we have that now that my husband's no longer a contractor at his job and he's full-time salaried. He can take a day off every now and again if he needs to, and it is so glorious. And so it was nice. Just even a half day was just like beautiful for him to be there and helping out. And I took a detox bath and I did a castor oil pack, and I just watched comedies. Like, I just relaxed all day and I just did my best. I did my best with what I could. So yesterday, in addition to being my like trying to come out of it day, it also was the first day of being able to eat cooked food again after doing the raw cleanse. And I kind of debated on whether I wanted to do it because despite the detox and all that stuff, I really did feel a lot lighter on the raw cleanse. Some of my symptoms have improved drastically, like the itching that was going crazy in my back that like came out when the raw cleanse started has reduced so much, and it's really nice. And the soreness that's in my shoulders has reduced a lot, and I lost a few pounds, and that was good, but I just was feeling lighter in general. And I know I had this feeling like if I just pushed through and kept going ahead with the raw, like all raw, like I would definitely come out of this. But I decided to go ahead and eat a cooked meal yesterday. And so I made a cheese sauce out of like potatoes and carrots and spices. I had that over some steamed asparagus, and I still have my cucumber salad. I love that stuff so much. I've been eating it constantly. And immediately when I ate it, it felt like just heavy, so much heavier than the raw food. It was kind of weird. Like, it's like, oh, this is so heavy in my body, even though it's just vegetable. I'm literally just eating vegetables, and wasn't even like the equivalent of a whole potato or anything like that, but it just felt so much heavier than the raw food. It was weird almost, but not like bad, just like heavy. And then I immediately I was like, oh, I just want more cucumbers. I just want to have more raw food. So I think I'm definitely gonna continue to do like high raw in the future. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do cooked. Like, maybe I'll just have it on the weekends or something like that. I don't know, but I really like the benefits of eating mostly raw, and I want to stay that way. I don't want to be eating a lot of cooked food, especially as the weather's improving. So today Did my castor oil pack last night, and I'll do another tonight. Like, I do 3 nights in a row. Like Muniza advises, I really like that system. It seems to work really well. I like the detox that it brings, and it's great. I'm on my period, but I'm not having as much pain as I usually do. Like, I always have pain in my sacral spots on my period, especially on my left side. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely like this bloating and pressure there, but I'm not having the usual pain that I have, which is really cool, actually. It's, even though it's a sort of subtle, it's definitely noticeable for me. And yeah, like I said, that itching has subsided a lot, so I kind of want to keep that detox going. I don't want the brain fog. I hate brain fog. I almost feel like I can endure pain for brain fog. Like, I can have upped pain, but the brain fog is just so unbearable. It's so brutal. And I only say that because my pain has reduced so drastically that, like, throughout this process, that I don't have the kind of pain that I used to have. I don't have that full all over body pain. I don't have any of that. So it's easy for me to say I would take pain over brain fog. But I seem to remember saying it even back then when I was so sick. Anyway, so all that stuff, like, it's all manageable, but it just happened, and I had that big old detox, and it just took me out. And, oh, the other thing today. So today I noticed that, like, I showed you my thumb, and I was able to take the bandage off today, and I ran water over it. I was so scared to, but I ran water over it, and it didn't burn like fire. It just felt like running water on my hand. And so I chanced it, and I touched it, and I pushed on it, and I was like, oh, I can feel it. It doesn't hurt though. And I'm like, that's awesome. I can use my hand again, which meant that I could make, what a long way to tell you that I could make celery juice again. And I cannot tell you what it was like to be without celery juice. I have not had, I think, in the 21 months that I have been doing the medical medium protocol, I think I have gone 1, maybe 2, I'll just say 2 to err on the side of caution, but like, and not even days in a row, but like total over 21 months days when I have not had celery juice. And I didn't have celery juice for 3 days. It was only 3 days, but to me it feels like it's been a year. It was the longest 3 days to not have any juice coming into my body. No celery juice coming in because I couldn't squeeze the nut milk bag. I felt so off for those 3 days. I felt so discombobulated and so out of sorts. I even made a post about it on Instagram where I was talking about, like, man, I've just been really having a rough go of it, and I know this will pass because I'm healing, and I just know this is a part of it. But when you're in the trenches and you're in the symptoms, it's like, it's hard to be in the symptoms. So I was like, I know this will pass, but oh man, right now I'm not feeling good. And I got, oh my gosh, you guys, I got such an outpouring of love and support from the beautiful, amazing humans in this community, and I was so buoyed, B-U-O-Y-E-D, but lifted up by that outpouring of love and support. It moves me to tears right even now to think about it, because I was reading all the beautiful comments and I was just feeling the love coming from them. I was just feeling it. People just being like, you got this, you'll be okay, we love you, we're here. And I was just like, you guys, my heart. Thank you. Thank every single one of you beautiful people who sent me love and light when I was feeling low, because my gosh, I cannot tell you how much, I don't mean to cry every video, and I know this is not going to be a thing. I cannot tell you how much it lifted my spirits. It was so amazing. And I just felt so cared for and supported, and I just really felt it. And I was like, you know what, I gotta remember this. I gotta always remember to reach out when I'm feeling like this, because boy does that help. And it really helped. It really helped. Anthony also really helped. He reposted my video while I was feeling really down, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, what an honor. And just an honor to have all of these comments of love and support. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you. Every single one of you are so beautiful, and you're all such shining lights, and you mean so much to me. Thank you. So I was without my celery juice, and today I had my celery juice. And can I tell you, the second I put it into my body, it's like I feel it pouring down into my body, into my cells. It's like it just goes straight in. Like, I don't know how it does that, magically bypasses or just because it digests so quickly, I don't know, but oh my gosh, I feel it. I felt it immediately. Immediately I felt the celery juice effect, and I felt it happening, and I just felt like, oh, I'm home. Okay, I'm back. And I was like, you know what? I still feel slightly tired, but not so fatigued, you know? And I was like, oh, I think I can do a video again today. And it reminded me of what it was like the first day that I drank celery juice, when I hadn't, you know, when I first found the medical medium books. It reminded me of that, and how amazing it felt to just all of a sudden have that feeling of energy back in. And it's like it really does support your neurotransmitters, because, you know, it really does help you from having those heavy metal effects of, you know, the down emotions and feeling depressed and all that, and feeling low. Like, all that stuff is the heavy metals and the neurotoxins and the dermatoxins and all the, well, this is dermatoxins, but the neurotoxins and all that stuff, it's all just celery juice. Oh my gosh. I wrote a post just all about celery juice this morning on Instagram, because I was just so amazed and moved and touched and grateful for celery juice. I was just like, I cannot believe the difference. Because when you know, and you do know the difference, because when you have been having it for 21 months, every day of your world for 21 months, and then all of a sudden you don't have it for 4 days, oh, you feel it. Like, you feel it. It feels so off and weird. And then, at least for me, and then having it back, manna from heaven. The angels sing, everything looks brighter. I'm not even kidding you. I wish, like, I'm not exaggerating. This is how it felt to me. It felt like everything looked brighter and more beautiful, and it was just amazing. Like, thank you, celery juice. Thank you to the Great Spirit for celery. I thank you, Anthony, for teaching us about the healing powers of foods, so that we know what foods do what in our bodies. And you really just can feel it. You can feel it so much. And anyway, that's been my week, and this has been my coming out of it. And here I am making a video today, because I'm feeling back to myself. I'm coming back to myself, and yeah, I'm very excited to be back in my body. And to have my head clear and the brain fog clearing and lifting, so that I can feel normal again. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe to my channel if you want more videos, and if you want to be notified when I post new videos, ding that bell down there, hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. If you have suggestions for future content for my videos, they are always welcome. If you have questions that you would like answered in a future video, please tell me in the comments down below. I have a question for you. Please tell me in the comments, what has been your experience with celery juice? Or it doesn't even have to be celery juice. if there are any particular healing foods that you have had like an amazing experience with, where you just really noticed the difference that it made for you, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about that. I want to hear about that. And like I said, if you have any suggestions for future content, if I want to make videos you want to see that are going to be helpful to you or useful in some way. So let me know what you want to watch. What do you want to see? What do you want me to talk about? And I will endeavor to do that. Also, I love hearing from you in any way. So any comments, any questions, anything you want to say down below, I would love to hear it. It means so much to me. And with that, stay curious, my healers and health seekers. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I wish blessings for your continued healing. See you next time. Bye-bye.